All right, Dub Nation, the offseason is in full swing, and the Golden State Warriors are gearing up for what could be a very active summer. They're laser focused on maximizing the remaining years of the Stephen Curry era, and they already made a huge statement last season by pulling off that blockbuster trade with the Miami Heat to bring in Jimmy Butler. But it sounds like they're not done yet. Warriors GM makes a bold statement. The Warriors believe they can get even better, and they've got the assets to potentially make some noise. We're talking about 4 tradable first-round picks, plus valuable contracts like those of Moses Moody and Buddy Hield, if they decide to package them for upgrades. And now, we have a very direct statement from the man in charge. Warriors general manager Mike Dunleavy Jr. met with the media on Monday ahead of the NBA draft and laid out their intentions pretty clearly. When asked about the offseason trade market, Dunleavy declared, "We'll definitely be in the mix." That's not a GM playing coy. That a GM signaling that the Warriors are open for business and actively looking to improve. Why trades are key for Golden State. Dunleavy's statement makes a lot of sense when you consider the Warriors' current situation. They don't have a ton of financial flexibility to go out and sign big-name free agents. So, if they're going to make significant roster improvements, trades are likely going to be their best, and perhaps only, avenue. Draft plans and the importance of depth. Golden State also holds a 41st overall pick in this week's 2025 NBA draft. They'll be looking to use that pick to add some cost-effective talent. Something every team, especially those near the luxury tax, is trying to do. The article suggests there should be some strong talent available there, particularly older players who might be ready to contribute right away. Could they trade up into the first round if there's a player they really love? It's an option, but the article indicates it seems unlikely at this point. Dunleavy also emphasized the critical need for depth. He said, "You have to have a level of depth. If you can have 7, 8, 9 NBA rotation guys, you're in the market. Just to survive, it's a long haul. 2 months of postseason basketball, where the level is the highest. You have to have depth." He also believes they need to improve the middle of their roster. This isn't just about star power. It's about building a complete team. The pressure is on. And let's not forget the competitive landscape. The Houston Rockets have already made a massive splash by acquiring Kevin Durant. The Warriors know they can't afford to stand pat and let the competition get too far ahead. Dunleavy's comments suggest they're ready to respond. So, what do you think? What kind of trades should the Warriors be looking to make? Who are some realistic targets they could pursue with their assets? It sounds like Mike Dunleavy Jr. is ready to be aggressive. This offseason could be very interesting for Golden State. Let us know your predictions in the comments below. The Golden State Warriors are facing a pivotal offseason, and arguably their biggest question mark revolves around restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga. While the ideal is to retain him or orchestrate a sign-and-trade, a nightmare scenario looms. What if Kuminga leaves for nothing? One analyst has explored numerous possibilities, painting a picture how the Warriors might react if their prized young asset departs without compensation. This worst-case situation could unfold if another team with significant cap space presents Kuminga with a massive offer sheet, potentially exceeding $30 million per year, that the Warriors deem too rich to match. If that happens, Golden State would lose Kuminga without any direct return, a tough pill to swallow for a team looking to maximize Stephen Curry's championship window alongside Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green. So, how could the Warriors respond? The scenarios explored suggest a few potential pathways, each with its own set of challenges and opportunities. The damage control with exceptions route. Without Kuminga's salary on the books, the Warriors would have more immediate access to tools like the taxpayer mid-level exception, TPMLE, and the biannual exception, BE. This could allow them to sign solid veterans. Scenarios mentioned include targeting experienced centers like Clint Capella or Al Horford. While these players could fill needs, this approach, especially if aimed at merely ducking the luxury tax, could draw significant criticism for not being aggressive enough, targeting specific needs via trades and free agency. Even without Kuminga as a trade chip, the Warriors might look to package other assets, like Moses Moody or future picks, or use their exceptions to acquire players fitting specific needs. This could mean pursuing elite defensive wings like Herb Jones, versatile guards like Derek White, or other capable big men like Nikola Vucevic or Isaiah Hartenstein. though these deals become harder without Kuminga's contract in a sign-in trade. The swing for the fences. Highly unlikely in this scenario, while losing Kuminga for nothing severely hampers their ability to make a blockbuster trade. The analysis even touched on extremely ambitious, though less probable, scenarios like pursuing a star like Jaylen Brown. This would require an almost complete depletion of remaining assets, and is a long shot if Kuminga isn't part of an outgoing package. Analytically, losing Kuminga for nothing is a significant blow. He represents not just on-court potential, but also a valuable trade asset. If he walks, the Warriors' path to improvement narrows. Rely more heavily on the shrewdness of their front office to find value with limited exceptions, and potentially trading other young pieces or future draft capital. The pressure to win now with Curry, Butler, and Green would intensify, making every subsequent roster decision even more critical. The future projection is complex. If Kuminga departs for free, the Warriors' ability to remain a top-tier contender would hinge on their success in acquiring impactful players through these alternative, more constrained routes. It would test the front office's creativity and ownership's willingness to spend. This Kuminga situation is undoubtedly the biggest off-season domino for Golden State. If he does leave for nothing, how do you think the Warriors should pivot? Which available players should they target with their exceptions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Ultimately, the Warriors are hoping to avoid this scenario altogether. But if it unfolds, their reaction will define their championship aspirations for the coming seasons and test the resilience of their dynastic core.